Good morning, Niner faithful. How are we doing? How are we feeling? It is officially game day. We're here in Arizona, beautiful Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. We're about to head to Glendale, play the 49ers, to watch the 49ers. I can't wait to see. How's everybody doing, man? Happy Sunday. Good morning. Shout out to the Niner faithful community. The 49ers have a big game today. Obviously, every game's a big game. But today, if the 49ers win, they clinch the NFC West. That's hat and t-shirt day, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? We got to take this game seriously. Just because the Cardinals are not a winning team right now, Niners got to take this game seriously. It's funny. Yesterday, I'm coming into Arizona, and people are like, "Oh, I was, decked out in my Niners hoodie," and people are like, "Oh, there's a lot of Niner people coming into town today, huh?" In the airport and everything. And I'm like, "Yeah, a lot of people are coming from the Niners. They love to take over." And so just Niner fans everywhere in the airport, and all the people that live here that are from Arizona, like most of them, I don't even care about the Cardinals. I don't like this team. They suck. Like Cardinals fans or people that live in Arizona, they could care less about the Cardinals. Like that's how bad this organization is. Their fans don't care. And it's just like, man, this definitely is a home game for the 49ers. The people here are just like, we're never going to be good. So that's the vibe I got from people. I did meet one guy when I was getting my rental car who's a Ravens fan. And I showed him my IG page. He's like, "Oh, my friend follows you." And it was cool because he was like, "Okay, I respect you, this and that." And I showed him the pins. And he's like, "All right, respect." But he goes, "Just know on Christmas, we're going to come in there and make you have a very upsetting Christmas." So I was like, "All right." So I got his name. We got the receipts. But that's a little later down the line. That's next week. We got to focus on the Cardinals. Niners, Cardinals, man. The last time the 49ers played the Cardinals, Christian McCaffrey ran for 4 touchdowns on their heads, man. So my man Peter Parker says, my brother-in-law lives down the street. He's a diehard Steelers fan. He says Arizona hates the Cardinals. Dude, they really do. I didn't realize how bad the people hate them here. And then, yesterday I hung out with my boy Smitty, and we went to Lou Malnati's Pizza. Hey, shout out to Lou Malnati's. Place was amazing. And one of the guy that was helping us, the host and the waiter, like we were talking to him. He's an Arizona native, and he's like, honestly, I don't even care about Arizona. He goes, I followed fantasy team and I follow like the Bills. He lives in Arizona and he follows the Bills. It's like the coldest place you can get from Arizona, man. Like these Cardinals fans, there's no hope for them. It is gonna be a takeover. Danny says Arizona hates their sport teams. They really do. I think the teams they like are their college teams. Like they love Arizona Wildcats, and Arizona State. Like I think the college schools are very passionate about their teams. But other than that, man, pro sports they hate their team. Like the Phoenix, I feel like Phoenix Suns get a good vibe here, but then they melt down in the playoffs and people hate them. So oh man, my man Steve-O, what's good? He says, hit that like, subscribe, and turn the noties on, everybody. Absolutely. Peter Park says, we went in January, rocked my black and red Kittle jersey, expecting to hear Boo Birds, Ghost Town. Good morning, Raphael, 562 Niners. Good morning, everybody. My man Raphael always holding it down, saying to like and subscribe. Appreciate that. What's up, Terrence Wilson? What's good, man? Della, good morning. Steve-O knows. Yes, sir. Good morning. Appreciate it. We killed it with Smitty. Jonathan Smith, what's up? He says, I'll be at the game. Will you be there? I'll be there. My man said he flew out from Redwood City. Let's go, man. Ethan, 125 kickoff. I think it's like a 2 o'clock kickoff over here. The time zone has got me so messed up. Like, it's like almost 9 o'clock here. It's 8 o'clock where I usually live in San Jose. I was like all messed up. I got to go catch an Uber. I mean, I got a rental, but I don't want to park. Saving money a little bit. Anyways, it's a whole different story. What do you guys think? 49ers, are they going to come in and crush the Cardinals? Is it a trap game? People keep saying it's a trap game. I don't think so. I think the Niners are just going to come in here and handle business. Again, Brock Purdy, homecoming game for Big Brock. Like this is a game where I don't think he's going to, fold under pressure. And in the NFC West can be the 49ers today if with the win. And I think Brock wants to play really well in front of his hometown or his, birth state, Arizona. This is homecoming for Brock, man. He's never played in Arizona in the NFL. The last time the 49ers played Arizona in a home game, they played in Mexico. So Brock wasn't even on he wasn't even starting at that point. So this is a big game. This is his first game in front of his friends and family in Arizona, man. So this means a lot to Brock. This is going to be one of those, pull on the heartstrings games. There's going to be a lot of people before the game, hugging him, kissing him, dapping him up after the game. I know he's going to get emotional. So It's going to be fun, man. My man Peter Parker says defense might be a little sluggish today, but I think the offense carries us 37-17. Yeah, defense might be a little sluggish, missing, Arik Armstead and Javon Hargrave. We're still waiting on the word for Mooney Ward. He's still questionable. But honestly, man, you got to look at Javon Kinlaw and Khalil Davis really stepping up. Kevin Gibbons, they called up T.Y. McGill. They got some guys in there. Obviously, they're not the same as, Hargrave and Armstead. So they might be a little susceptible against the run, but it is what it is. The 49ers are a dominating team, championship caliber team, number one team in the NFC. If they're going to be that type of team, they got to go out there and handle the Cardinals and, do what they got to do. My man Raphael says Debo going off again. I feel it. I almost wore my Debo jersey today, but I gotta wear the CMC. I haven't worn the CMC in a minute. I had to switch it up. I always wear Debo to the game, so I feel like I gotta go CMC today. He scored 4 touchdowns last time the 49ers and the Cardinals played, so I was in a CMC mood this morning. The guy's a beast. I gotta wear it with a CMC, but Debo definitely could go up. He dominates the NFC West opponents, man. Like he knows what's at stake in these, division games, and he goes up an extra notch. So I think Debo might have a big game too. Defensively, I'm really looking for Ambry Thomas to continue his, his high play, and Diamond Lenore, especially if Mooney Ward can't go today. I really want to see those two guys continue to shine. Like this secondary's been great. Tig, Jair Brown, man, he's been fun to watch. I think he's going to continue to elevate his game. Without Hufanga, we all know Fred Warner is going to do Fred Warner things. Nick Bosa. So the defense, the usuals are going to do their thing. I just hope and pray that we stay healthy, knock on wood, and Niners go out there and do the damn thing. So Raphael says, any chance of Verrett getting activated today? No, they didn't call him up yesterday, so he will not be activated. Jonathan says, I want to see Logan Ryan get some plays, and yeah, I wouldn't mind to see him. Good veteran. My man Josh says, will I be at the tailgating party at the stadium? Yeah, my man 49ers tailgate. We'll be there doing all the tailgating. So I'm going to link up with him for a few minutes before the game, check in with everybody. I know a lot of people want to meet me at the tailgate, so I'm going to try my best to say what's up to everybody. But I really want to get inside the stadium and get some content and stuff like that too. So, being on a road game, it's pretty cool to experience another team's stadium. But I will definitely be at the tailgating festivities prior to the game. So if I run into you, man, I'll say what's up, and I'll try to look out for everybody. I know there's a big tailgating lot. I can't be everywhere, but I'll definitely try my best to be around. So, my man Jonathan says, you put in the best content. I'm always looking forward to your posts and updates. Do a great job. Hey, I appreciate you, Jonathan. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. It's been fun covering this team for many years, and putting my spin on it and talking about the team, and and giving you guys the content that I like to put out there, and just giving you updates and stuff. It's tough sometimes, busy trying to do this and balance my work at home life and stuff, but it's fun, and I truly respect all the support I get, and it's fun whenever I go to the games now. People recognize me and I say what's up, and it's just cool to see all the Niner fans. So where's the tailgate? What parking lot? I'm just about to head to State Farm and figure it out myself. So, oh man, my man says out there to make content and fans calling for a meet and greet. Yo, man, one of these days I got to do a meet and greet. It's gonna go crazy if we do. It's just I don't know. There's so many people. Sometimes it's just like you get a little overwhelmed. But it's always cool whenever I go to the game and people, yo, Rod. So I'm like taking pics and stuff, man. It's so cool to do. So appreciate all the support and love out there. So in any case, though, 49ers, right? If they win this game, they clinch the NFC West. But even more importantly is the rest of this league. The 49ers have a real good chance to kind of stake their claim on the number 1 seed, right? 49ers have a game against Arizona. It should be an easy game, but again, no game is very easy in the NFL. The Eagles, they have a big game on Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks, and they haven't beat them in 15 years. The 49ers, get some help from our friends in the Emerald City, or our enemies in the Emerald City, I should say. That number 1 seed is looking really nice. I'm telling you. I know right now we have it, but an extra game on top of the Eagles would be great. Jalen Hurts has an illness, but he's supposed to play on Monday. And the Seattle Seahawks are questionable to have Geno Smith. He's going to be a game-time decision. Drew Lock might play that game again. He might play again for Seattle against the Eagles. So it's a big game, and Dallas Cowboys have a tough stretch of games. They got the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Lions coming up these next 3 weeks. So this is really going to determine if the Cowboys are going to be good enough to be the number one seed. Where are they going to be slotted in the playoffs? And is Dak really the MVP? Let's talk about that, because everybody wants to say Dak is the MVP. Dak is the MVP. The 49ers beat the Cowboys. Brock Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott, but he's still not getting the love, the hype, the admiration for MVP. Oh, they're saying, well, system QB, system that, system dot, 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 dot. Listen, Brock Purdy is putting up better stats than almost every quarterback in this league. He's pretty much top 3 in almost every stat category. And I get it. He has Debo. I get it. He has CMC. He has the weapons. But good teams have good players. It's a dumb argument to me. He's putting the ball where it needs to be, throwing the ball deep. If Brock Purdy comes in today, homecoming weekend, and he drops 3 to 5 touchdowns today, just stop playing with the man. Give him his MVP trophy. I'm telling you, Brock Purdy deserves to have the MVP award. And I think today he goes into Arizona and he cooks some more birds. And it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. Let's go. Christine says locked and loaded. Let's go. Ethan says I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical to wear my BA jersey because we've been on a winning streak. And when I wear the Purdy jersey, oh, you got to keep the Purdy jersey, Ethan. Like if you wear the BA jersey and you end your little win streak, and then I'm very superstitious. So if I'm you, you got to keep the Purdy jersey. I mean, I love Brandon Ayuk, but you got to go. You got to you got to do what's working. It's like that commercial. I think it was a Super Bowl commercial a couple years back, right? The guy was sitting in the same spot every single day, and 49ers make the Super Bowl. He didn't sit in that spot, and they lost the Super Bowl. So we blame that guy, right? So if the 49ers lose to the Cardinals today, and you're not wearing your Brock Purdy jersey, we're coming for your neck, man. You got to wear the Brock Purdy jersey. I don't want to put that pressure on you, but now that you threw it out there, you got to wear the Brock Purdy jersey. Especially it's homecoming week for him, man. Peter Parker says the MVP slander is ridiculous. Give Zach whoever you want. We're hunting for that Lombardi trophy. Christine says if Purdy was the number 3 draft pick, we wouldn't have this conversation. I agree, man. I agree with Christine there. She made a great point. The thing is, everybody wants to get hung up on the draft value. We've talked about that. It's he's picked 262. He's this. He's that. He's last pick in the draft. He's Mr. Irrelevant. Guess what? He's the first last pick in the draft to be relevant. Like, he has changed the game, and not just in terms of being Mr. Irrelevant, but in terms of being a quarterback in the NFL. People are looking at later round quarterbacks. People are looking at value in draft picks. It's not just a first round pick. It's not just a second round pick that matters these days in the NFL. Players are good from later and up, and undrafted. That's the thing. There's so much talent in the talent pool in college. Sometimes players just go unnoticed. Sometimes they can't make a pro day. Sometimes they have some injuries. Sometimes they have just issues that people overlook, and they work harder than the people that are stated to be first round pick. Oh, he's going to be a number 1 round pick. So some of those guys, they get a little ahead. They get cocky, and they may not work as hard. Like, look at the quarterbacks that Brock Purdy has beat. Number 1 picks, right? He's beat number 1 pick Trevor Lawrence. He's beaten number 1 pick Matt Stafford. He's beat number 1 pick Baker Mayfield. If he wins today in Arizona, he's going to beat another number 1 pick Kyler Murray. Those are top picks in the draft at quarterback. Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, so it doesn't matter anymore. Draft status shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's great for your bank account. Brock Purdy wishes he was probably a top 10 quarterback pick because he'd make a lot more money. But hey, he's putting in the work. He's getting the results, and eventually he's going to get rewarded. So, but it is what it is. The haters are going to hate, and the naysayers are going to naysay, and that's how it goes, man. So it's unfortunate. But I feel like Brock Purdy's going to have a great game. I think he's going to dominate. And it's going to be one of those games where people are like, oh, man, Brock Purdy. But then you're still going to have the naysayers that say, oh, it's the system, it's this, it's Arizona. It's Arizona. Well, guess what? The last time I checked, I just want to throw this out there because I'm tired of the Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy. The last time I checked, Arizona beat the Dallas Cowboys this year. That's all I'm going to say. The Dallas Cowboys lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Look it up. Fun fact. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Arizona Cardinals. And they lost to Brock Purdy and the 49ers. So I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you here, though. Sleeper Fantasy and 49ers, we got our little promotion rolling. So if you guys do Sleeper Fantasy and you want to use my code, go ahead. I'm going to post a little stat Sleeper Fantasy slip to you today on Instagram. We're going to post our little, weekly collab post. So if you guys want my picks, go ahead, use them. Last week we won. We made some money. So it's good to make money. So if you guys like to bet and you guys are on Sleeper Fantasy, make sure you use the code RSF49ers. Go check out my picks later today. If you don't want to, that's cool. It's all good. But check them out. So appreciate the sponsor with Sleeper Fantasy. These guys, man, they're cool dudes. Honestly, I've used like FanDuel and everything else and like Prize Picks. I really like Sleeper Fantasy compared to most of them because I actually win money on them. All the other ones, it's like, I don't know. I don't win much. But Matt Keller says it's crazy. Purdy gets overlooked for big ones like Mahomes, Hurts, Allen's, but he's putting up better stats. He's amazing under pressure, and his anticipation is unreal. Absolutely, Matt. Like, that's the thing. He doesn't get the hype he should because he's not the top pick in the draft, like we said, right? Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, great quarterbacks. Of course, they're great, but they were drafted highly, compared to where Brock Purdy was drafted. And again, he's putting the ball where it needs to be. His anticipation is unreal. He gets the ball to CMC and all these guys before they even turn their head. Like, he's putting the ball in tight windows, and I don't know how many damn tight windows he's got to throw it to for people to finally take notice. You know what I mean? He is very calm under pressure, and that's the thing is he's so poised. That's what I love about Brock Purdy, his calmness, man. It's not just that he's putting up these great numbers. It's fun to see when you're doing good, when you're calm, and you understand the offense. The numbers are going to come naturally. So fun to see, man. I love Brock Purdy, and I think today is going to be a great game for that, man. And I think the Niners are going to roll. We did our stat, and game prediction the other day. I said 38-13 49ers. I think they're going to roll, man. I mean, I think the Cardinals might come out a little hot at the beginning. It's a home game. They want to play spoiler. They'll try to play their hearts out at the beginning, but I think it's going to be too much Brock Purdy, CMC, Debo, and Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. I think Brock Purdy has a chance to hit 4 to 5 touchdowns today. I really think 4 touchdowns is going to be something that we see. And I think that CMC gets a tutty. I think Debo, I think they're all getting tutties today. But, yeah, I could see a 4-touchdown game from Brock. I think Nick Bosa, Chase Young are going to be all over the place. I think they'll have I think Nick Bosa gets 2 sacks, man. He wants to take this game and make it personal. He's been really coming into his own. And if you look at, Nick Bosa, he loves to make Kyler Murray look like, the worst player in that draft because we all know Kyler Murray was drafted ahead of him by the Cardinals. And I feel like Nick Bosa takes this game personally because he thinks he should have been the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. And he's said it many times. Like, if you guys he told this to the Cardinals. I remember the interview last year. It went viral. And he told the guy, the GM, the Arizona GM, and he went on My Sports Update podcast, and he told Ari, he goes, hey, man, when we were looking into drafting Bosa and Kyler Murray, Bosa came into us in our scouting department. He goes, hey, look, he looked us in the eye and said, if you take Kyler Murray over me, I'm going to make you guys pay. And that's the vibe we get from Nick Bosa. He's trying to go and make the Cardinals pay for not drafting him every single time he walks in that building and plays these guys. I love it, man. So my man Matt says this is Purdy, he could have 400-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and still be a system QB or not elite. Absolutely, man. Oh, man. What's up, everybody? What's up, No Border Sports? So, yeah, I'm about to get ready, hop off, head to the game. I appreciate you guys. This is a little, pregame talk. I just wanted to say what's up to you guys, hype you up, see what's up. I'm hyped up for this game. Got to save my energy, though. I haven't even had any coffee yet. I need to get some coffee, go get ready, and bounce out to the game. Enjoy it. I hope we're talking about victory Sunday tonight. I hope tonight when we're talking live that we're talking about NFC West champs. I hope we're talking about that number 1 seed, and I hope we're talking about, being able to keep the pace to get the number 1 seed next week against the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm hyped up, man. I can't wait to see the stadium. It's gonna be fun, man. If you guys are there, I'll try to say what's up. Yeah, I'm excited. New stadium, State Farm. I can't wait to go in and invade it with the rest of these Niner fans. And let's hope Christian McCaffrey has a day, baby. Let's go. Niners all day. Let's go. go. 38-13. Remember, that's my score prediction, and I'm sticking to it. Y'all have a good one. Bang, bang. Niner gang.